Today I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how I make my Sora AI shorts that go viral and are also monetizable, which as you can see I've managed to go viral multiple times on my Sora AI channel, getting 3.8 million views, 2.2 to over 2 mil, 2.7 million down here, and overall just getting tons of views consistently, and it's gotten me over 24 million views on my entire channel, which means that I should be starting to get paid in the next couple days. Now to begin with, I've created a doc that outlines how I make my shorts by following this exact process, and I'll leave this doc in the description below so you guys can follow along. And by the way, if you haven't picked a niche yet, you might want to click on my last video because I show you exactly how to find a good niche in that video, and I'll show you how to make a video in the wholesome niche like Gentle Tales, because as you can see this guy has done 36 million views and 11 videos, so this is a really good niche right here. So we're going to go ahead and make a wholesome animal Sora AI video, which first off we need to come up with an idea, which is super easy if you just use Claude and either use a channel scraper or go through the channel yourself and copy down all the information. But I'm going to go ahead and use the scraper to speed things up. And now that I've got all the data scraped, like the views, the like count, the duration, the date it's published, and the transcript, I'll just go ahead and export the text. I'll open it up, I'll select it all, and then I'll just go ahead and paste that into Claude. Go back to our main doc and I'll go into my prompts, and as you can see I've got a prompt here, give me 10 viral ideas. And I also want to look at the main topics. You see that they have like cheetahs and like snow foxes and like more cheetahs, so you see cheetahs do quite well, so I might actually ask for 10 viral ideas, and then I'll also add and use cheetahs and snow foxes, and I'll type that in and we'll see what Claude gives us. So here are 10 viral ideas using cheetahs and snow foxes. So a cheetah cub followed him home, then her mother showed up. So we could just do this video idea right here. It seems alright. He found 4 cheetah cubs crying in savannah. Their mum never came back. So I might just do this idea right here. But before I copy that, I'll actually go back to our prompts and I'll do this prompt right here, make me a viral script, and put it in one big paragraph. So I'll paste that in, and then I'll also add for the idea, and I'll use this one, a cheetah cub followed him home, then her mother showed up. We'll paste that in. Now if I enter, Claude AI should now make us a script for our video. So we've already got a pretty good script here, and it's taken us barely any time. It's quite a long script too, but as you can see, a man was hiking through the savannah when he noticed a tiny cheetah cub stumbling behind him. So what we'll do now is we'll actually select the script, and now as you can see the next step is to obviously turn the script into a voiceover, and then our next step is obviously to turn the script into a voiceover, which for this you can use 11 labs, but as you can see I'm only on 30 credits because as you can see I've kind of used them all because they don't really give you that many credits on the free plan. So what I'll do is I'll actually look for a voice that sounds like Gentle Tales. Alright, so I struggled to find the voice they use in Gentle Tales video, but I went onto this website called findaivoice.com, which I quickly found. I pasted the MP3 of the video in, and apparently the voiceover is called Default Preview Jessica, which when I just played it, it sounds really similar. So, and then I'll go ahead and copy our script again, and I'll paste it in, and then go ahead and select Jessica, and then I'll go generate speech, which as you can see this video uses 2,300 credits, but the good thing is you get unlimited credits with Algo's voice generation, but it does take a wee while to generate, so you could just leave that going in the background. And meanwhile we'll start getting our clips together, which first off we're gonna have to activate our VPN, which I like to use Zog VPN because I'm not in the US. I get this message, Sora isn't available in New Zealand yet. So what I do is I open up the Zog Chrome extension, make sure I'm in the US, and I just connect, and there we go, I'm already in. So now what we need to do is create a prompt to generate the clips for our video, which as you can see our video script is quite long, so that we're going to need quite a few clips for this one. So I think what we should do is for each sentence of the script, like this for example, we also need a clip which consists of these 5 things. So we need to get the camera, the setting, the characters in the video, the dialogue, and the actions. But of course for these videos we actually don't have dialogue, so we can just remove remove that. And now we can actually just copy this, and I'll prompt Claude AI that will make each sentence into a prompt. So I created this prompt, make each sentence into a Sora 2 video prompt that consists of these aspects, which is camera setting, character, and actions. And then I also wrote and mentioned I want the video to be ultra realistic and keep the camera at one POV, because often Sora changes the perspective and it's kind of annoying. And as you can see, for the first sentence right here, we've got a prompt right down here. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it into Sora 2, and I'll go enter. And I'll put this prompt into the doc as well. What you can do is you can actually put in up to 3 videos at a time, which is what I like to do, so I can look at all 3 of the videos that it gives us, and I can choose which one I think is the best and that I should use for the video. Alright, and as you can see, we've got our first video right here and it looks super good. So now that we've got our video, what we actually can do is go ahead and click post, and then if we go out of the drafts, we'll have our video right here, and we can just go ahead and copy the link, click share down here. And sorry guys, my recording kind of cut out, but what I do is I go to Algro watermark remover and I paste the link right here, click remove watermark, and it removes the watermark like instantly. And then now I actually go ahead and generate all the clips for the video, and now I'll skip to once I've generated all the clips. Okay, so now that I've generated all the clips and I've got them all downloaded without a watermark, I'm now going to go ahead and edit in CapCut. Alright, now that we've got our CapCut project open, as you can see, I've now got the voiceover all in. I've got all the clips here. Now I got an arrow and a circle because they put that in at the very start. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and put all the clips in order. Okay, now that I've imported all the clips, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to select them all. I'm going to change the scale to 103%. Now the next step is to go ahead and put the voiceover in, and then I'm going to go ahead and go normalize loudness, and then we'll cut out the start so we get straight into the voiceover. And then every time we have a gap, like right here and here and here, we're going to go in between it. We're going to go Control B or click the split button to split the voiceover, and we do that every single time. I'll go through the whole audio and I'll do this for the whole thing. Okay, now that you've split up all the audio, what you want to do is you actually want to overlay it so that there's no like dead space. So that sounds pretty good like that, and then I'll do that for every clip. Okay, so now that I've cut up all the audio and I've actually overlapped it so it sounds really good and there's like no dead space, now what I actually need to do is match the clips up with the audio. So I'll go ahead and do that now. Okay, so now I've matched up the clips with the voiceover and it's all looking pretty good. So now I've just got a few other things to do. As you can see, we're gonna add the arrow and the circle at the beginning. So we've got the arrow and the circle and they go for a little bit. So we'll go ahead and we'll place them both in, and now we'll wrap the circle around the cheetah and we'll put the arrow facing the cheetah. At the start, I'll use blend and I'll make the opacity go to full here, and then at the very beginning I'll make the opacity nothing so it fades into the clip, and then I'll add like ease in to both of them. I'll add ease in, and then now I've got to actually make sure that the circle and the arrow follow him. So I'll start off with the circle and they got to follow the cheetah, so I'll go to like here to when it will finish here, and like right here I'll make it so the circle is now still on the cheetah. Now if we follow it through, it goes off a bit here, so I'll add another keyframe and I'll match it up, and honestly that looks pretty good just like that. And then at the end we can go to animations, we can add fade out, so then it will fade out at the end, and now it looks pretty good. And then now we're gonna do the same with the arrow, so we'll add a keyframe right here, we'll add another keyframe, we'll bring it down, rotate it slightly, then we'll do another one right here which will go more around the circle, then we'll add one last one at the very end which will bring the arrow to the right side, and then we'll add the animation fade out again. So now we've got the circle and the arrow that look alright, and then now what we need to do is we actually need to add the background music, which I'm pretty sure the song they use here is called Blue. So yeah, this is the beat they use right here, the background music. So now I got it saved. I'm gonna add it to my CapCut project and I'll put it in the background. Now I've got to match the beat to when the video actually ends, except now I realize that actually my video is like 2 minutes long, which is way too long, so I might try to shorten this down. So since their video is 30 seconds and my one's like 2 minutes, okay, so I'll ask make the script 25% as long as it is below, and now hopefully it will give me a much shorter script. Okay, so this looks a lot more promising, so we're gonna go ahead and grab this and we're gonna get the voiceover all over again. Okay, Okay, so now I'm going to delete my old voiceover that I did, and I'm going to put the new one in, which as you can see is way shorter. And then I'm going to turn the volume of the background music down. Okay, so now we get the script and it's 30 seconds long, which is exactly what we wanted. And now we just got to match it up with the beat drop right here. So if I cut the start out, match the beat drop right at the end of the script. So now as soon as she's done talking, and that's where we'll do the end screen. So now what I gotta do is I gotta rematch up all the clips and probably get rid of a few. Okay, so I've rematched up all the clips and honestly it's looking really good. And we've obviously got the background music, everything's all lined up. And now what we're gonna do is their very end and then the captions afterwards. So as you see at the end of their one, they have this "I'll repay the favor one day" and then the heart. Which, to be completely honest, I don't know how to do that "I'll repay the favor one day" because I'm not that good at editing. But I can definitely do this heart thing and the animation going into it. So it should still look really good. So I found a heart right here with a transparent background. So I'll go ahead and save this. And then I'll put it into CapCut. And what they have at the end is like a cute photo of like the cheetah or whatever with the heart. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through the video. Honestly, I think I'll grab this clip where he's holding, and then I'll paste it in at the end here, and I'll find a cute frame, probably like right here, and I'll go ahead, double click on it, and then I'll go edit and we'll click freeze. Now we've got that frame frozen, and then I'll put a heart on top of it like that. We'll make the heart a bit smaller. What we'll also do is we'll actually make a secondary heart, which will be the slightly bigger one that kind of like pops out at you. So we'll put the opacity down on there. We'll actually add a keyframe at the start and we'll add a keyframe at the very end, and we'll make it bigger, and we'll do the same with opacity. We'll make it more opaque, and now that looks really good just like that. The heart comes forward. So then what else I need to do is I actually need to turn this all into a compound clip, and then I need to add a transition right in between there. So honestly, this transition right here looks pretty decent, and then they've got like an effect that makes it look kind of like a drawing, kind of like a painting. So go into the effects tab and we'll go painting, see if we can find some effects that look similar. That one looks quite good actually. It's quite red though. I might turn the red down and I'll make it more texture. That looks actually really good just like that with that effect. It also has gone like side to side, I think, like that's got some like wobble kind of thing. Well, I think it's called, yeah, rebound swing. That's what it is. So then we'll add rebound swing as well, which will make it just like bounce around a bit. We can actually adjust rebound swing, make it go a bit slower, less size, maybe more strength. And then I'll also chuck like zoom lens on it, and I'll make it like slower and less range, and it'll just slowly zoom in a bit, maybe even less range. Alright, that looks pretty good. And then I also added a bit of a shake on the transition just to make it look a bit better. Like I'll show you right now. And that looks really clean. That actually looks nice. So now honestly the video is pretty much done. All we need to do is the captions, which will be really easy because on CapCut we have auto captions. So to do the captions, what I like to do is I like to click on the background music, and I'll just either click V or double click it and go deactivate clip so that you can't hear the music now. And then you want to grab all the audio clips, select them all, double click on it, and go create compound clip, because this means that you won't have any like bugs in the auto captions. It will work a lot better. And now as you see, he's kind of got these captions going, so he's got different colors and it's kind of like 2 to 3 words in each of them. So I'll just go into the templates. Honestly, this one here looks quite good. So we'll go ahead and generate the captions. And then obviously I'm going to go ahead and actually center it up. And then I want to make a few adjustments to it to make sure that it looks a lot better and looks kind of like his one. So first off, we want to add a bit of a stroke. I might make it like 50 will look good. And then they also use a bit of a glow on it. So I'll turn on glow. So I'll turn the intensity down a bit and the range. And then honestly, that looks pretty good. And then I'll reactivate the background music. All right, so there we go. That's the completed shot. And then when I go ahead and export, I like to keep it on 1080p because if you make it 2 or 4K, YouTube Shorts can't actually like handle that quality. So it'll just suppress it to look bad. So you just keep it at 1080p. Frame rate, I like to just put it at 60 to make it smooth. Don't turn on optical flow unless you really want to. But honestly, these settings like this are pretty good So I'll go ahead and export. Okay, now that we've edited our video in CapCut, so we've imported the clips and the voiceover, we've added the arrow and the circle at the beginning, we've got the auto captions, got the background music, and we've now exported it. That means that now all we need to do is post the video, which to post it, all you really need is a title and description, which to do this, I just use Claude, and as you can see, I just asked, could you make me a viral optimized title and description? And right here, we've got ourselves a good title and a really good description, which we can just copy right there. Alright, so anyway guys, that's exactly how I make my viral Sora AI shorts that, as you can see, go viral really easily. In the last 2 days, I'm doing 7 million views, and overall my channel's doing really good. And by the way, with these Sora channels, it's all about numbers. As you can see, I'm posting 3-4 times a day, which is the exact reason I've managed to blow up so quickly. As you can see, I literally started this channel 2 weeks ago, and we're already going on to be monetized, which usually it takes me like over a month to get monetized. So this is really good, and to get these kind of results.